So we're basically kind of just talking about, like, granted, they have a lot of information and we won't have to go in on which side is right, Jews versus black Jews versus white Jews. We're just more talking about how where we grow up, the Jews in our neighborhood pool their money together and affect change anyway. So if they want something new, they could put $1 million towards that, like nothing. If they want to buy a building, they can put millions of dollars towards that, like nothing, because they've been coming together every Saturday, and it's doctors, it's lawyers, it's a whole bunch of professions, so they
Yeah.
can affect change because of that organization. So then we, like Reg was just mentioning, how does that not happen? You know what I mean? Like, why is that not happening amongst the black culture? And I think that could affect more change than anything, than anybody tweeting things, Kyrie, Kanye, or whatever. You feel me?
So I mean, in my hood, son, like that's what I kind of want. I kind of want to see us get to that point. But like, bro, we don't want nothing but basketball, son. Like we don't want to do nothing but basketball tournament. Fucking like we don't really want to do. I mean, there's a lot of us that are trying to better ourselves, though. I'm starting to see. But as far as coming together, bro, I think we still too cool to do some of that type of shit. So I'm like, oh nah, that shit corny. Nah, look at this nigga preaching, bro. Nah, this fucking Malcolm X. Like niggas will clown certain shit still to this day. I think. Like, I don't
They're
know, bro.
like 40 years old, clowning shit.
You know what
Bro,
I'm saying? Like, I don't know about
good,
my
my
hood,
G.
and I'm
What's
speaking
good,
for
boy?
my hood, but I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know, bro.
No, I think it's different in different places though. Like I feel like in the South they come together a little more.
Nah, they do. I'm
You
witnessing
feel
it
me?
firsthand.
See, like I don't know about Texas though, but maybe in the black part.
But they come together in black churches every Sunday.
When I grew up in a black church, and
Billions of dollars.
but the way it's set up is I'm preaching hope for you, and hey, give these tithes up, give these
Down
tithes
south
up.
is where you have Creflo Dollar and with the mega
Hey,
church
yo, mega joint,
and
son. Like every joint
Lamborghinis
is
while
like,
while the clergy is in the trap.
oh.
I mean,
Would show me why Mace came out here and did what he did. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at some big ass shit.
So
And
Marco,
yo,
one thing I think is a little different though is we have to be honest. We have to be honest about crime.
okay.
Where the immigrants that came to America and in the way still come are allowed to do crimes, mostly white collar crimes, where either when they're pooling their money and stuff like that, that's one thing, but then they also don't have to pay taxes or they evade some sort of like whatever the shit we already have to pay as Americans type shit.
Got you.
And then when you're doing crime on top of that, you know what I'm saying? You know, New York and LA are founded on organized crime. So is Chicago. They're still the three most populated cities. But that's where you have the police department that's controlled by certain groups, whereas they bully other groups.
So what you're
So the
saying is kind of to the point where I was talking about in the text, where we were texting about Black Wall Street. Is that, like, I feel like anytime black people do come together, collaborate, and try to do great things, white people would just destroy it regardless.
right.
Nah,
I,
yo, it's
I
like
agree
it
with
got
that.
to be something big happening, and then when that happens, people come together. But then it's not like it's hard, bro. Like it's just hard, bro. You feel me? Like it's hard to
But
explain.
you know the difference too though? We as blacks don't give back as much as the other cultures do.
Get back to who?
So to our own people. So for instance, if we would have went to Medellin, we would have seen that they still love Pablo out there. Our government tells us he's a dope boy, and you know that if we would have went to Mexico, they still love Chapo because although he did whatever, he was giving back to them. they had housing, they had cars, they had food, they had, you know what I'm saying? And we get murdered in our own neighborhoods, even when you are giving back, like a Nipsey and shit. So you know, it's crazy.
Yeah, like you supposed to get rich and then get out the hood. You feel me? I was just talking about this with wifey. Like it's crazy. Like they'll get on you for not, like, let's just say you go to
You
your,
could come back, but you
you could
can't
come
be
back
there.
like once
You
a
can't be
year.
like staying around.
Yeah,
Shit,
you could come back once a year, then they'll complain. Oh, he only come once a year.
Yeah.
Who that nigga? You know what I mean? Or you could stay there and wind up something happening, or you could not go. Oh, he don't even come around. So it's like you can't really win.
You can't win. That's a fact. What you saying, man? I remember going to college, bro. And
Like, dog, I could hit if one of us hit the jackpot, we could go to our hood and try our best. I bet you somebody's gonna like try to rob us. So it's gonna be somebody that's gonna be like,
that's a fact.
And it might be niggas. It's gonna be
though.
niggas protecting me, but it's gonna be somebody. It might be somebody in the circle, like not this circle, but just there could be somebody in my family. You never know. Like, nah, that nigga got that.
Do
It's
you think?
crazy, bro.
Do you think they figured out how to turn black people against their own? Because I feel like I said, if you watch that
They do
Negroes,
that.
It's just
They have. They do that through the media, bro.
well, I got you, Ray. Let me just finish the point, and you'll probably be able to say it better. That in like, so basically at one point the people for black people were the enemy, like the government and everything against them, the oppression was the enemy. And then something like I said, if you watch the Who We Are on Netflix, the crack era followed by the crime bill, you saw how the black people went in jail crazy, and then black on black crime went increased crazy. Like, you get what I'm saying? And at one point, you could see, like, during the Martin Luther King speeches and things, like, black people had reasons to not kill each other because, there was already an enemy that was clear in front of their eyes. When did that change? And I think it changed during the crack era in the 94 crime bill. But, now maybe you could enlighten us with some more, Ray.
To me, my answer the same. I feel like it's the TV.
Changed. Yeah,
that's when TV started, bro.
It actually changed right before that, Marco. Right after Dr. King and all of them got murdered, Malcolm X and all of them, and then right before the crack epidemic. So that's basically the 70s.
What happened?
That's when TV came out. So on one hand, you could see the Jackson 5 and like, what was that? Don Cornelius on Soul Train and shit like that. But then you seeing niggas pimping bitches on TV. You seeing blaxploitation films. You seeing like the niggas in your neighborhood now is the niggas with a car, 4 bitches, gold chains. They selling heroin at this time after Vietnam and all that. This was before crack. You know what I mean? So that's like Frank Lucas and all that shit in Harlem, Chicago. Niggas is selling heroin, getting it from the Italians.
Don't forget the like how they was presenting us as, blackface. We was on there. Like my pops, his favorite shit to this day is fucking Cowboys and Indians. Like that's what he used to watch growing up. You know what I'm saying? So like the blackface, I can see where that can play a role too. Like the meaning us. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And we dancing. Like, y'all go ahead and entertain.
Hell yeah. That they flipped. They just always flipped the history. We was actually the Cowboys.
They put it in your. They put it in your face, bro. Like, you feel me? And now it's to the point where it's like it's clear. Like, you feel me? It's clear. Like,
yo, y'all ever caught clips of like the old Mickey Mouse, like the black and white Mickey Mouse shit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow.
Like how they would throw little subs. Yeah, like
wild monkeys.
I was like, wow.
That's where it really started the cartoons.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? Like, you a kid.
Hey, these cartoons is kissing and shit right now. You hear me?
Say what?
I be having to check some of these cartoons and shit my little daughter be watching.
Oh yeah.
They be saying sexual shit.
That's new.
Sexual shit, kissing.
Yeah, they just add shit like, let's make this normal. Let's normalize this. Let's make this normal. You feel
Now
me?
they throwing the gay shit in there.
Yeah, exactly. They throwing that in there.
Crazy.
It was
Let's see
always
how they.
there, low
But
key,
I mean,
but it's more
they've
blatant
been
now.
doing it. They've been
Yeah,
doing that.
it's more blatant.
Hey, yo,
They
Ray.
You
been
always
do
have
like
Ernie
I
and
said,
Bert, but like now it's more blatant.
all the comedians got to wear dress. Period.
Ernie and Bert. Yo, I was about to say that Ernie and But I ain't gonna lie. Even though Ernie and Bert kind of references it, I never thought of it
It's
like
not
that as a kid.
blatant. Yeah, it's not blatant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, why is them
but it's
niggas
the
in the bed together? That's kind of wild.
But it's the media like that controls like how people, how we our image for ourselves. It's fucked up.
And yo, I saw something on Instagram that also spoke on Sesame Street, like with Oscar the Grouch, like how niggas treated him, and he's in the trash. It's kind of how we treat the bums. Like we walk past them, we talk shit. You know what I'm saying? And I saw that kind of reference as well, which makes a lot of sense. Because Oscar the Grouch was the scary one for real.
Sesame Street, the darkest nigga.
Yeah, he was dark green.
Even think hip hop though, like niggas wasn't
Anyway,
fucking
bro. Anyway,
niggas wasn't fucking with Run DMC when they came with the track suits and the sneakers, because niggas was wearing fucking whatever, like suits and shit before that.
Suits
yeah,
and shit. Yeah, suits. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they was really fucking with the dope boys though.
That's another point now, even to bring in back now, the music changed as well. When the hip hop first came out, of course you had the hip hop, the hibbit, things like that, right? Which was more fun dancing music. But and they were still talking about the neighborhood though.
Yeah, they had revolutionary shit too.
They did it in a fun way. Then you got more revolutionary with the fight the power, the Public Enemy. And then to me, like, and then NWA, even they started a little fuck the police. They started with the, you know what I mean?
I'm surprised they even let that shit slide.
And but then it got into somehow that shit died, and it got straight kind of gangster and murderish. Like it really like Pac and Biggie, they like granted they are great and they have lyrical, they have great songs that mean things, but they also had songs that were talking about like real grimy shit.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah, but no, Pac, I think Pac had a little of everything. You feel me? He had positive shit too. And
I'm not saying Pac was that type of guy. I'm just saying the music content. Remember when Pac first came out, his first song is the what's that shit called?
Home for the holidays.
Brenda's Got a Baby and all that.
No, the shit where he comes out with Digital Underground.
Same song.
Damn, my black ass.
Like
you said the first one.
So like to me, like he even was on that 80s shit. Because that's how he was rapping when he first, of course, when you learn how to rap in the 80s growing up, you're gonna rap like that. And then the industry, he got signed, he got money, he got with Dre, he got with the industry, and all of a sudden, what happened? We got flashiness. We got, he still had changes, he still had Dear Mama, but we had, you know what I mean? California Love. We had Troublesome. We had Hail Mary. Like, you know what I mean? He still had other songs that represented.
That shit was just so outside because he was really just trying to make bread at that point. Like he consciously knew, like, let me make this kind of music to make the money, and then put the real shit on my album.
But do you think this is my point?
Nah, that's your point. He knew, like, let me make the thug shit to make the money.
But the industry maybe he signed at this point.
That's what they supported. Yeah, that's
what
they
you feel me? Facts. It's like they almost fought. They like, nah, if you want money, you do this. You don't want no money, you could keep rapping Brenda's Got a Baby. Like, you feel me? And even that's
why Hope said it. If skills so truth be told.
Lyrically, I beat Talib. Word. I mean,
I was more when he was like, but I did 5 mil. I ain't been rapping like common sense. Like, I gotta get this bread. Like, fuck that.
And it's funny because to me, he never really rapped like that, like Talib, Mos, or Common. Like he always had.
Back in the days, that's how he used to rap.
When he rapped with Big L, he did. He was talking that not 5%, but God
Still
body
he
more
had,
so.
yeah, but he still had,
Yeah.
he was
That's
still
why he
always
was
on.
always. That's why he be always saying I was always hope, because he was always on some God body shit. Like,
Right, I respect it. So a question that I have right here is, we always talk about the problems. Everybody brings up the problem. What would be your 2022 solution for the black plight in 2022?
bro, like niggas fucked up with the Colin Kaepernick shit.
What?
Now listen to
Oh,
niggas,
Sibling.
niggas fucked.
Sibling, yes, fucked up.
Now look, niggas fucked up with the Colin K shit and with the pandemic shit. Like, but either way, we have black billionaires, bro, in America and Africa. And instead of continuously working for these organizations and institutions where people are millionaires, but they're still employees, they still get penalized, they still got to do HR things and da 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 da, or they just get penalized in the media, stocks and companies don't want to deal with them anymore. Like, man, like we could have our own NFL, we could have our own NBA because it's enough billionaires to make the league. You know what I'm saying? But people have to come to some sort of agreements. Like,
Wow.
it's literally billionaires in the NBA and the NFL. They don't fuck with each other. Jerry Jones don't fuck with Robert Kraft like that. Niggas don't. But for the sake of the Super Bowl, they would. You know what I'm saying? If the Cowboys got to face the Patriots. I mean, if I need your fucking player, I'm trying to trade, nigga. Let's do a deal. Like, I don't fuck with you though. Fuck you. I got my own stadium in Dallas, Texas, nigga.
Word.
My whole state, niggas drive to
Even
here
like
for me.
so, like with Ice Cube and all them trying to do what don't really support it though. Like it's kind of whack. I ain't gonna say set it.
At that point, Reg, it was like niggas was more humble and willing to, because they was retired or whatever. You know what I mean? We got niggas in the league that's still like LeBron. I'm gonna say it, bro. LeBron himself, he's not humble, bro. Niggas 37, still trying to run the team. Like, bro, go in the paint and be on your Karl Malone shit now. Like, this nigga still wants to be on the wing shooting threes. Like, bro, come on, bro. They're blaming it on Westbrook. It's LeBron. Like, it's LeBron, bro. On top of that, he traded everybody for Westbrook and AD in the first place. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on.
He spoke out against. I mean, I don't know. That was the headline, so I didn't read too much into it yet. I should look into it. But the headline
He's gonna
said
do that. He's gonna do that because he has ties to Jewish people in business, and rightfully so if he really feels like that. But if we had a league where the owners were black, down to the players being black, would he have said that? I don't think so.
No.
That's a good point.
But to your point, do we think that should be
like,
whack?
damn, my resolution though, because Ray pretty much said what I was going to say. But basically, that plus we got to really come together on something. Like, we could show niggas that we could come together on, it could be something small, like don't buy nothing on Black Friday. You feel me? Or don't log on to Instagram today. Like, don't, you know what I mean? It could be something little, like, you feel me? We could come together and do something that'll be like, that'll hurt them more than anything.
Let me say something that was in the documentary, where they were showing how black people came together. It might have been like the 60s, 70s, right? And they were saying that they were gonna stage a protest, and it's during Christmas, and that they're gonna go to jail. They're gonna get arrested, and then they have a show of hands, like who's ready to go to jail on Christmas to protest this reason. And you see about, at least 12, 15 black people raised their hand in that group. A lot of, mostly women too. Or at least that was what the video was showing, a lot of women. And I was just like, that's what it was. Like, you feel me? Like, people were willing to go to jail. They were willing to go to jail together. And they weren't like crying about it. Ask that same question in 2022. I don't know. On Christmas. Like, let's just put it out there.
for Christmas.
For Christmas. You willing to go to jail for this cause? We're going to jail on Christmas. And so to me, that it showed a big difference in like the unity.
But I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Nah, Marco, it was
I'm
never
gonna
unity.
tell you why it's so hard to do that, because now, but back then those people were probably poor.
They didn't have anything. They had a reason to fight. They were oppressed.
Now we got a little something now, so people are content.
100%.
So they're not trying to mess whatever it is.
Bro,
50,000, 80,000, 100,000, 30.
It was
The
never
niggas ain't trying to
unity.
mess that up. They million. They definitely not trying to mess that up.
It was never total unity though, unfortunately.
Why you say that, Ray?
But you don't need money though. You don't need money to not log on to Instagram for a whole day.
That's a fact, bro.
You don't need money, bro. Like,
I mean, they
not watch this game or whatever.
Actually, now you do. Before you did it.
Yeah, because
now
a lot of them motherfuckers make bread off that. Yeah, they monetize off Instagram.
Yeah, I mean,
but the people we revered in history,
like how you remember that year when niggas was like, "Yo, we're not gonna do Black Friday shopping." That was the year, nigga. I went like, "Yeah, niggas ain't out here." Like, you feel me?
Yeah, be part of the problem. Yeah.
I feel like the Kaepernick.
I wasn't by myself. Like, you feel me? Like, bro, I'm not dumb.
I know you didn't boycott for Kaepernick, bro. And yeah, NY Giants hat right now. Look. My man got the Giants hat on.
6-2. Word up. Shout out
6-2. 6-2.
But it's just crazy.
But bro,
like, no, it's sad though, because they make people fall in love with this shit.
That was an easy boycott, and dudes was like, not even Jay-Z stepped in and said, "Yo, we not doing that."
Like, Marco, it wasn't easy because Colin still wanted to play for the NFL.
I feel you on that, but
hey, a lot of people did boycott it though. A lot of people stopped watching because of that. I'm gonna tell you that.
I did.
Take that.
That's what we were saying.
Nah, I did. I just don't watch it. But go ahead.
We want to see niggas take it all the way. Colin should have been like, "Yo, you fucking niggas need to start your own league. Kyrie shouldn't apologize. He should be on some look. We need to start our own league. Fuck niggas.
Another
what
thing
did I do wrong? What did I do wrong?
What another thing I was like, we need like,
and make them niggas explain what he did wrong.
Not to say that we need it, but like leaders like that would be very helpful. Like, you feel me? They already got power because them niggas go got the power and they got 1,000 followers. That's power. Yo, like, you feel me? They need to initiate this shit. You feel me? Like, Kyrie could have did that, but then you risk getting fined 25 games, no pay.
Yo, bro, he's already worth 90 million. I mean, that's what it says, but it says he's already worth 90 million. Like, at what point is it not about money? You get what I'm saying? Like,
bro, you got built. When you get the bread, you have built. Your lifestyle reflects that. So your bills for his crib alone probably 100,000. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just
they start in generational wealth.
Not only that, like,
we gotta take care of the parents and the grandparents and all that shit.
Right. And you think he wrote that apology? Like,
hell no, that shit was so.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he probably didn't even post that shit.
Nah, it was because like his explanation was not how he wrote that. Like, he was so articulate in that post versus how he was explaining himself when they were interviewing. They had mad mics in his face. Like, Yo,
Right.
like yo, that shit. I'm like, yo, bro, like it's like it. How do you try to even get sincerity out of that moment? It's crazy.
And you see, like, even the questions, you could tell, like if you a journalist, so you're not sorry. That's
Okay.
not the question. You feel
Right.
me? Like, why am I stressing?
Yeah, they
on
asking political shit to a
It sound
athlete.
like they getting control too. Yo, ask him if he's sorry or not.
So, take my responsibility.
It seems like Adam Silver wanted to hear the word "I apologize," or in your mind, you said, "I didn't mean to cause any harm." Were you apologizing, or you not?
I didn't mean to cause any harm. I'm not the one that made the documentary.
Okay. And can I say
Fuck
this?
they didn't ask him nothing about the documentary. We're not gonna talk about the documentary. Or they asked him about
Okay.
like, oh,
Supposedly,
you feel me?
no. I think in one of the reporters, I'm not sure, but I think that
Maybe
I
one of
heard
them.
them say they mentioned the Holocaust and
Yeah, they did say it.
and how they mentioned that the Holocaust was fake. Hold on, the Holocaust was fake, and that it somehow related to Satan. Like they
So
like
basically, so
Satan.
they try to
Well, they were
downplay it. Basically, that's what they did.
well. This is
No,
my
they tried to
opinion.
blame him for agreeing with it.
Yeah,
Just
but on the
promoting
low,
it.
they still downplaying it because out of everything they could have mentioned that was true, they want to mention the most shit that we know the most. You see what I'm saying? This is what we know. We know the Holocaust. We don't know all the other shit.
Fact.
We know the Holocaust. We was taught that.
You know that's a fact.
We seen pictures of bodies of white people.
Fact.
That's what we saw, though. You understand? That's what they brought
but
up.
They don't want to teach that shit no more, bro. That's the whole thing. They don't even want it to be a discussion.
That's crazy. They put that nigga on the hot seat. He said respectfully.
Okay, so this is my point. Kyrie, he said two things that it's like, I guess he didn't want to cross the line, but it was like almost he had something on his tongue and he didn't want to say it, which was at the end when he said,
I cannot be anti-Semitic if I know where I come from. I cannot be anti-Semitic if I know where I come from.
instead of just
Get in
saying,
here.
I'm Jewish.
He didn't understand.
I'm an Israelite.
He didn't understand at that point. They wanted him to say, "I'm not anti-Semitic." That's all they wanted him to say. And he wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
He wouldn't do that.
And he didn't say it. You get what I'm saying? He wanted to say, "I am a."
He wanted to say that. He
Like,
wanted
you
to say
feel
that.
me? Like, if you know what I'm watching, like, this is who I am. How can I be anti-Semitic if I am who they are saying I'm not? Or whatever. You get what I'm
That's
saying?
the whole
Or they're
point of the
saying
documentary.
and he didn't say that. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's like he doesn't want to say it because he didn't want to cross the line.
Well, that's where, in the way, his mistake was still too, though.
I'm gonna tell you where he fucked up at. And this is probably you probably overlooked this.
What?
But when he started talking about the book shit, that's when they probably was like, all right, you going too far now.
What he said?
When he was like, oh, I never understood that when they say, oh, put it in the book. Put it in the book. And I've been that's when they like, all right now.
Yeah, he was good. Like I said, he was going off on a tangent. He wasn't articulating his point. Like, because you knew, if you know what he's talking about, you knew what he was meaning. But if you were just like maybe a 15-year-old kid, you're not getting it. You feel me? He's not articulating to the point where even a 15-year-old kid could understand what he's talking about. You feel me?
He said it clearly, like, and if you pick up a book, you'll learn something.
No. Because the point was he was also bringing it up that why we not having the same energy towards when it's anti-blackness. When
he didn't even say, he said anti-other.
Exactly. And that was the other second point where I was like, yo, why don't you say like what you really mean? But I get it. Maybe he just did because clearly
because if he do that, anyway. Then if he does that, then it's like he's looking. I guess he wanted to be anti-other because it happened to all people. You feel me? It do happen to other people, like whatever. But he can't. I guess he got to watch what he say at the same time. He at work. Like my boss asked me, like, I can't be like, yo, fuck this. I mean, I could, but then like I can't be like, nigga this, nigga that. You feel me? I gotta talk in a certain way. No, okay, I got you. Like, you know, he's at work at the same time.
I mean,
I
yes.
get what you're saying. It was a couple, like, I argue with my man, but the same thing you were saying, bro. But
they want to penalize him severely for a mistake.
I feel like when
he made a
the book
mistake
shit,
by even putting that shit out, right?
that
Because
nigga
that's
said,
not
yo,
what he meant. He meant unity, but that in that piece, there's pieces where, of course, they're going a little bit too well, OD hard on Jewish, you know.
On white, yeah.
I think Kyrie was more so wanting to reference the lost tribes of Israel.
Yes, exactly.
Not the just shitting on Jewish people, like basically saying
because
people of color are Israelites too.
That is the highlight of that documentary, Hebrews to Negroes. The highlight is highlighting the Bible verses and how it applies to the African people of African descent that got taken in the slave trade to America. And all it does is because what it is that they're saying that they're these true people that came from this lineage, while Jewish white people say the same thing. And somehow that's just where the things get lost in translation. And in my opinion, just like man became white out of Africa, I think Jews could have became white over time, outside
But I
of
think that's where
Africa.
I think that's where people have to watch what they say, because you catch them contradicting themselves. They say that the Jews only fuck with themselves and insulate in themselves. That means they don't fuck with other white people either.
Right.
They and there's really a reason why. At least modern Jewish people don't fuck with other white people either, which goes back to the Holocaust. No one came to save them. You know what I mean? No. We didn't come into the war until the Japanese bombed us. So Hitler was able to do all of that for like 3 years, bro.
Man, that's crazy. I didn't even know.
And that's why they feel like that. Like they already know no one's gonna come help us. We're gonna do for each other. They've been behaving like that since after the Holocaust and all that. After they lost so many of their people and shit.
So part of what the Hebrews, the Negroes said in like the first like 40, 50 minutes was that the number of Holocaust victims, which they say was 6 million, they're just claiming that, that wasn't the number. So like,
bro,
I don't know though. You know what I mean?
Bro, that's where we got modern examples, bro. We got Vlad Putin right now, bro. Like we seen Osama bin Laden, like we seen niggas take over, bro. Like that's what Hitler was doing. He was just invading niggas' countries,
and like before that, we taught them niggas, like the African niggas taught these niggas how to live. You feel me? How to be civil. You feel
Yo,
me?
bro,
Like, they took over like after that.
We wouldn't have been able, the Nazis wouldn't have lost if the African Americans didn't join the army in World War II.
Why?
That's a fact. Because again, Hitler had took over Europe, bro. He invaded France, all of that, Paris. The only thing he couldn't get to is England because water cuts. It's an island with Scotland and shit. So he took over Europe. He made a mistake because he tried to take over Russia. So that was his first mistake. The second mistake was by that time America came over because Japan had bombed us. But we still wasn't moving into Europe until they sent the blacks into Italy and Africa and all that shit, basically to go under Europe and come up. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when America and Russia combined to take over Germany. That's why after that, America and Russia been number 1 and 2 since World War II. I'm just saying politically, that's why it's always America and Russia. If niggas ever wonder why. Because niggas helped to take over Adolf Hitler. who was killing all the Jews.
So do you believe that it's the Hebrew to Negroes, like, basically the 12 tribes of Israel and all that? I know OD, right? Like,
Yeah, I believe in that.
and if you looked up your ancestry, would you say that you know what I mean, that you come from that descent?
Bro, I'm talking about wars and things that lead to displacement of people. So again, Egypt and Israel is on like you bro.
Right
That
there.
whole Gaza strip, all of that shit niggas always talk about is Israel. Jerusalem, where they say Jesus was from, is in Israel. You know what I'm saying? And then you have the if you look in the Bible and the Quran and all that shit with Moses leaving Egypt to go into Israel.
Yeah, that's in I think the Torah as well.
Who's Hebrew? They always depict us these people with beards, brown skin.
Yo, Ray, so I guess
is that my brown skin? Is that a Mexican, Native American brown skin? Is that your kind of brown skin, Marco? You got niggas like Drake that's Jewish, but his dad is from Memphis, Tennessee. Like,
right.
You got French Montana and DJ Khaled that look exactly alike. French Montana is Moroccan. Khaled is Palestinian. You got the fucking island of Hispaniola where the Dominicans and the Haitians beef
Let me
on the
ask
same
y'all
fucking
though.
island over skin.
What y'all think is the richest continent though?
Continent.
Africa.
North.
Africa.
Oh, Africa. Yeah. I mean, resources wise, Africa, but capital wise, I would say North America. We got
Some people
Mexico.
feel that President Obama killed Muammar Gaddafi because he was going to centralize the African dollar and the African countries combined to make the African Union.
Yeah,
and that would have been the most powerful currency if they would have did that, because again, they would have been backed up by the natural resources.
Nah, that's a fact.
I don't personally feel that way, but some people do.
I heard about that, and it does sound funny that when he would do that they would take him out. I mean, but they were saying that, he was killing a lot of his own people. But at the same time, I think like every country, because I remember we were talking about Pablo a little earlier, and it was just like, yeah, he was like very murderous and very, like for people that crossed him or weren't with his shit, they had to go. But I feel like America had to do the same thing to become America.
Facts.
Like, Europe had to do the same thing to become Europe.
That's why I said we have to be honest about crime. Like, that's the shit that, and that's what we wish Kanye or Kyrie would say with their platform. If you want to penalize me, like, let's go down some honest shit. Like, what are we doing here? That's when people were asking, so y'all don't want to penalize Amazon though for publishing this shit though, huh? You want to go at the player. Because the NBA got too much, they got too much linked in with Amazon. They about to let what's his face buy a team in the NFL with Hov, maybe. Like,
that'd be crazy if that happened.
Like, what?
So yo, Ray, let me ask y'all though, because we was talking about it before you got on. With the 12 tribes and all that, and our lineage, like I was asking my pops because he heavy church guy all his life. But he didn't know, like he doesn't know anything about this portion of what we're talking about, us being the first Jews or whatever the case may be. And when I brought up the slavery part and how we reference our the cases of us being like fucked up, and they bring up like slavery and all these things. And I asked Mark, did they mention it in the documentary? Like old times, of course, in the Bible, they talk about the slavery part with Hebrews, but I think the people who are saying that we're the original Jews now, they're referencing the slave trade and referencing the Bible and the slave trade. Like, oh, this is happening, like what the Bible is speaking on. Do they correlate with each other, or is it a separate entity on the Bible talking from back in the day? They kind of bring up the curses. They'll say, hey, it's in the Bible, slavery and captivity. Oh, you have no power to stand against our enemies. And they reference the Bible to what recently happened. You know what I'm saying? Versus
and that's why they believe African Americans are the tribe of Israel.
And that's why I'm trying to say. So
no, we're one of the tribes.
Right.
So for instance, when Bob Marley would reference the Lion of Judah, which then became Rastafari and more of a Jamaican thing, right? He's talking about Judah, which is a tribe in a certain part of Israel.
Yeah.
That the people came down and then came to the Caribbean and landed in Jamaica during the transatlantic slave trade.
But don't Ethiopia talk about Judah too? Or not?
Yeah, because their deity is Haile Selassie, who came from Ethiopia.
Right. Okay.
But again, Ethiopia is on East Africa. If you look at the map, bro, it's very close to Israel. It's very close to Israel.
There are the like original Ethiopian Israels. They still practice that from the old times. So it's like crazy to me why
they would just go back and forth, bro. It's just Egypt is in Africa and Israel is now the Middle East.
But my thing is how they don't even correlate black people to being Jewish when you have Ethiopian black people that are darker than you, Ray, that have all the Jewish traditions, garments and everything.
Well, that's where we could say they don't want people to know this.
They wipe the history out, bro.
So Ray, to dive into kind of saying what Red to explaining was, you're saying that this happened in the old day already, but during the transatlantic slave trade, that's when these people now were brought over here.
That's when everything. That's when niggas is going into Europe, going into the Caribbean, going into America.
Yeah,
South America.
Columbus.
So is it out of the is it that one tribe of Judah, or is it all tribes going everywhere?
All tribes
going everywhere.
That's crazy.
This is all through wars and displacement, slave trades, whatever you want to call it. That they switched all these people around.
I rest in peace, Takeoff, man. You know what I mean? I worked with him a couple times. Pure Water, a video that never came out. Fuck on the Car. A couple other ones I can't remember the names of, but quiet guy. I mean, like he never.
He seemed like he had a good, smooth spirit with him. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, bro, when I'm talking about like not problematic, you're never waiting on Takeoff. Like, you get what I'm saying? They all come out, and he comes out, and he just there, and he quiet. And if he says something, it's usually something that makes everybody laugh in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like he never just says this shit, but it's like he might add like, and I know they were talking about in the Breakfast Club where he did the ad libs. He would do things like that. And and that was like the most you heard from him. And I know I sent y'all a picture of me like holding up the video camera for him and shit. At the same time, like I think that shit was crazy. What happened for this to be such a minuscule argument about money that this dude has like in the bank, and for like the innocent person that probably didn't even have anything to do with the actual confrontation is the only person that died. The only person there, there's groupies there, there's girls there, there's just mob ties, regular entourage there. The only person that gets killed is the person with the actual talent. That shit is crazy. So, I mean, rest in peace to Takeoff. That shit was the saddest thing. And I mean, so what do y'all think about that? I know me and Ray were talking earlier about leadership and how Takeoff shouldn't have been in that situation had the leadership around him been a little better. And possibly maybe why I know my girl was saying, my wife, she's saying that Offset, probably was trying to get off that, and which is why, I mean, I know there was a loyalty disagreement, but at the same time, you see Offset got kids, he got the wife, he's probably trying to move out of chilling in situations where they rolling dice. So what do y'all take on that?
You said that he was playing dice, right? Quavo was playing dice, right?
Yup.
And You said that
Quavo lost, and then
Quavo lost, right?
And then they were having a
So
conversation.
So my question is, who's mad?
Nah, bro. Let me throw something in there so you can understand better.
No. But
you've been by dice games.
But who lost though? Who lost?
Hold on. Let me throw this. Let me throw this in there, bro. He didn't feel like he lost. The nigga beat him, and when he got up, he bounced.
Who, Quavo bounced?
No.
Oh.
The nigga, they was playing the dice game. A nigga got up on him in the dice game, and when he got up on them, he bounced. He didn't give him a chance to win his bread back.
No, you can't do that.
So he was mad.
So Quavo was mad.
Doing that.
So he was
Quavo
mad.
Was mad. This is when they catch them outside, and the nigga tells Quavo some shit like, "You could play basketball to get your money back." And then Quavo was like, "Nigga,
what you talking about basketball?
I ain't playing basketball." Yeah,
I was just playing basketball earlier. Like, I don't want to do this.
So now that you know that, bro, go ahead, bro.
All right. So my question is, right? And I'm not gonna say, oh, it was set up, but whatever it was. But why is that? All right. Even if, let's just say he lost 200,000, which is probably way less. We know how much this man is worth. Why is he mad? Right? Now, let's say he's not mad, right? Let's just say I'm wrong about that. And he's not mad. He's like, yo, we out of here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why are they mad to the point where they, yo, we gonna kill us? Like, you just came up. Why are they mad? So it's a either question is an either or. It's one of the or. Somebody was mad.
So Roy, I don't think it's more so the money. It's more so disrespect, nigga. What you talking about? Oh, like if we get into an argument now, that's where it can get into the gunplay. Not because
but
came up
from what I heard, it wasn't no crazy. Like they were talking about, like you don't shoot a nigga before you talking about basketball.
No, you don't.
You see what I'm saying?
It didn't make no sense.
So either that was all made up, or that's what I'm saying.
He said it.
Right.
You can hear it. You can hear it. You can hear it in the conversation.
You can hear it. So it's not right. Like, oh yeah, we could play some ball. Bang, bang, bang. Like.
Nah. Like I said, you heard when. So what happened was Quavo was like you said, like, all right, I'm over it. Like Quavo, you could tell I'm over it.
We out.
Okay, this is my thing though. Right before, while they're arguing, remember, there's somebody with a gun out. Let's just put that out there. There's literally somebody just hanging out
behind them.
Yeah, like literally got a gun in his hand.
Now let's not be too speculative, like whatever. But on whose side? On Quavo's side? On the other?
I don't know. I don't even know who
he's on this. He's on the side. Look, they were the dude with the gun out is on the side of them. They was kind of like in a circle.
Yeah, so I couldn't tell, and they haven't really said. So,
but what I'm saying is, he started backing up, and they all went the same way.
That's a fact. He did start backing up. Yeah, that's a fact.
And what video y'all watching? Because I didn't see that.
There's three. There's a lot. But there's three main ones of the argument.
You said who? So who started backing up?
The homie that already had his gun out.
He started back. That was the one with the yellow.
Nah, he had a Gucci black. No. He had a Gucci bag. He had a Gucci like purse, I guess I would call it.
He had all black on.
But my thing is, it's just like they could have had an argument and like, yo, but it's still like, why am I going to take a chance and shoot a nigga?
Because I say this, they were afraid.
Bro, they was in Houston, Texas, bro.
They were
everyone.
Afraid.
We gotta first say, they were surrounded by niggas with guns.
I can carry,
yeah. They were.
Not only that,
bro,
y'all know who party it was, right?
Bro, hold on. Let me tell you this too. Quavo and Takeoff was in Houston with niggas they thought they were safe with. Then Quavo got in the dice game and felt like the nigga cheated him when he got up on him and tried to bounce. So Quavo anger was double. He felt like who he came with, like that's where he felt the setup.
That was my first question. Why are you getting mad? Like
gambling, bro. You want to win, nigga.
Yeah, what you said? What?
He said gambling.
He was
You
mad.
gambling.
He was mad. He was mad on some shit like if you was in another somewhere in Queens and one of your niggas hood, you shaking dice with his niggas, one of his niggas get up on you, and then he want to be out before he let you get your bread back.
Now check this, right?
You talking with the nigga, and he tell you some shit about playing basketball to get your bread back.
Fuck that, right? I'll be mad. But listen to this. I came with $1 million cash.
Yes, sir.
Period. I got 40 more in the bank. Oh, he left? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Who else wants some? All right, y'all done? All right, I'm out of here. Y'all already know, fellas.
You speaking, listen, you speaking from
I agree with you.
Like, yeah, we all agree with the attitude that you're
But like, wow, yeah, but even if he did get mad, real niggas will respect that, right?
He's still young. He's still young. They were.
I feel like they was
20,
like, nigga,
30,
you in our
30.
city.
I
Fuck
feel
out
like
of
it's
here.
a whole part of the video we ain't see. Like, you feel me? Like, I want,
Of
like,
course, there's mad shit that we didn't see. So that's why I said a lot of this shit is real speculation. But we're saying, to me, I think there's nothing that I'm seeing that says that it should have got to that point.
that's what I'm saying.
Like, there's nothing that I've seen that nobody is gonna put out.
Yeah,
My opinion.
that's my main point,
This
bro.
is what y'all not, but this is what y'all
that's
not.
really my main
this
point.
is what y'all not considering though.
What?
They were out at that time in other people's city without the proper security because they thought they were safe there. Well, Quavo thought he was safe there, and Takeoff was loyal to Quavo. As simple as that. It's sad.
So let's say this.
No, but
right?
yeah, no, I'm not saying. I'm not wondering why it happened. You feel me? I know why.
We don't know who's all right. I'm gonna just say this. I mean,
I'm just saying, where did it go wrong? Is what I'm saying.
Like, this is such a sensitive topic right now, so I don't know. Like, but we don't know what bullet, really killed Takeoff.
I don't even want like to talk about shit like this. You feel me? But like, I
feel you, bro.
You feel me? But cause it's like, it just happened, bro. But I read in somewhere there's some text messages flowing around.
Yeah, I saw that too,
bro.
Yeah, so y'all saw what that said. You feel me? I think I put it in there. So like, and then what you saying? Like, look at what you saying right now and how it lines up with the text message. You see what I'm saying? So
go ahead, Riz. I'm sorry.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, basically, you said that his man had the gun out, and then the text, that's what it say. Like, he got up to run or whatever, or to pull somebody back or whatever. And when he got up, he got caught in the crossfire by his own camp.
Yeah. But that's what make it sadder, bro, because that mean Quavo got to tell the police what happened, bro. And if he don't, then that mean he not honoring his family.
Yeah, I didn't even put that into perspective.
You feel me? That's why I sadder, bro.
And then there is other footage of after with Jay Prince family walking by. His brother was there, but then he walked by. But then I guess he went to go get somebody or something. They were looking for somebody, but they were saying he looked suspicious, Jay Prince. So it's a lot of speculation, bro. But let the police lock up who they want to lock up for it, and that's
I don't
it,
think
bro.
Quavo gonna be the same after this shit though, son. Like, he gonna be fucked up.
I mean, who swung? Like, whoever threw that first swing, that motherfucker's fucked up too. Because, like, you feel me? I feel like there was probably just an entourage, an ice grill.
I don't know if anyone swung, Marco.
If you could see in one of the videos, somebody swings.
Oh, okay.
And that's what starts the shoot.
I saw Quavo walk by and say, I don't want to hurt nobody. And then and then somebody asked, oh, what you doing? And that's where we got a reference. Homie already had his gun out.
Yeah.
So once somebody seen homie with his gun out, again, Texas is not the type of place, like, everybody got guns.
Yeah.
I mean,
and to your point, son, like, that already drives attention you already gonna be on 1,000 when you see that. Like
after your man's was already arguing with my man's because he feel like he lost his money.
Right.
But you in our town.
Yeah, I feel like
so you know those two contrasting type of things. You in our town, nigga. Fuck out of here. And them niggas feel like you cheated, or Quavo felt like. So like when Rose said, even if he wasn't mad, once he snapped back into it, like, let me get out of here before I hurt someone. But your man's already got the burnout.
Right.
That's why I said, like, when he said that shit, I'm finna hurt someone. And I'm just like, damn, like, it's an argument over nothing. And
over nothing, bro.
It's crazy how nobody got in between that. Like, there's no OGs that was there to be like, nah.
That's what I said. We need leaders, bro.
That's why he was there with the wrong people. The whole thing he felt set up. That's where his anger was coming from. Like, I came here with you, whatever his name is, Jay Prince Jr.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? How's your man even allowed to do this to me, whether I'm a rapper or not?
Yeah, because we, even in dice, I played a lot of dice growing up. You don't just dip when you come up. You either gotta roll 4, 5, 6 to get up out of there.
Yeah, let me lose. Let me lose.
Yeah, you gotta, like, it's a way you exit the game. You just don't exit after beating.
Yeah, you gotta roll 4, 5, 6.
Either 4, 5, 6 or ace out.
Facts. But
I
that
don't
nigga
know.
was like,
I don't know what
you
game
in
they
our
was playing.
town. You in our town. We out, nigga. Fuck you.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
play some basketball for your money back. Whatever he was saying.
Yeah, that's
and I can get where that can look like a setup though. Nigga, I came, y'all burnt me, and y'all want to live. You're like, nah.
And then right when Quavo snapped into it, like, let me get out of here. But your man's got the burnout already.
Right.
Yeah, I mean that shit. I mean, yeah.
So like you saying, Marco, we don't know. They're gonna have to tell. They're gonna have to, bro, or it's gonna get nasty. Who killed Takeoff, bro?
And even still, after telling, it's gonna get nasty.
Right. They're gonna have ballistics. They guys all topsy, all the science shit to it.
I don't even think he got to tell, son. Like, I know they got the cameras in there. Like,
yeah, they got
versus
mad
what we
cameras,
saw.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like,
that's
honestly,
true. That's
part is, they going in on Kyrie.
A bowling lane.
Yeah.
Let's say this though. They going in on Kyrie and in the media. They shitting on them, right? But it's like you got a dude. You got two dudes on camera. TMZ, not like internet. TMZ. With the gun in his hand, his
literal crimes happen.
He's a suspect of interest, bro.
Right.
They didn't even arrest him.
For real? He probably arrested by now, though. You don't think?
I mean, I haven't.
But even still,
I think that would be reported. Don't you think how big this thing is in the media? You don't think
it's big? It's big on out.
Well, they use social media to get niggas now. Though. They wait for us to tell.
Right.
Like
that text message.
When people say don't post the videos, I feel that, but that shit do be literal police work these days because the cops don't even be and to move till they see all these videos for the same incident.
Bro, you could tell I think it's a girl holding in one of the video, 2 girls. Like you could tell only the girls would probably be more comfortable with their phones out recording.
Of course.
I saw that one, and then I saw the dude when he kind of standing to the side of him.
Yeah.
I saw that one, but I don't.
It was mostly girls that was telling, like you said, Marco Takeoff was chilling. He wasn't even
said nothing.
But you could see it. You could see it in the video though. He was in the back. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
had nothing to do with that shit, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, rest in peace, Takeoff, 100%. We'll find out. You know what I mean? Who shot Takeoff and what? You know what I mean? Not to end it on that somber note. As far as like I said, we always say the problem, let's say the solution. Like, what are some solutions that we can avoid this in the future? Hopefully, because now we got
Takeoff, for me, bro.
Pop Smoke, Nipsey.
It's gonna be tough, son.
Like no.
First off, we all gotta have it.
This go for everybody. You just can't put yourself in them type of positions. You feel me?
That's a fact, bro.
Like, and when you realize you in that situation, just try your best to get out. Say, like, we've been in situations like that.
Yeah.
You feel me? I've been in that with all of y'all.
Mostly in the home, though.
Me and Red in Long Island.
That's why I keep saying they was in Houston.
In Long Island. couple places. Me and Ray, the shootout.
All y'all was with me. Well, not Mark, I don't think, but y'all was with me at Miriam crib, right?
Yeah, that's another like
you get home from the Bronx.
I just feel like when you're a millionaire playing dice, you should be playing dice with Drake, Future.
But like, but to your point though, if he like that,
you feel me? That's why y'all should be rolling feet. Yo,
because Meek and them do be playing.
Like, you feel me? Not what street niggas is trying to come up. And there's a problem. You come up as a problem. They come up, somebody end up dead. So you can't. There's no you. How was he gonna win? Like, you feel me?
That's a fact, bro.
You just gotta. You can't put.
I feel you on that too,
bro. Like, if you want to be a nigga
it'd be hard. It's easy to say.
It's easier. It makes it easier when you do that. That's the first step. But then like a nigga, like, let's say like, but yo, I don't want to be doing this when we get there. I don't want to be doing this. Like, maybe that's why he don't put himself in positions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh, I know how I could get. I'm gonna stay in the hotel tonight.
But Roy, I ain't gonna lie. I know for them, because it's hard for me to turn that off. Even though it's all the way off for me, like I don't put myself in those positions. I try my best not to.
I'm talking about everything though. Like,
but I'm just giving my point. I be giving my point though, but like I'm saying, like when I get to Brooklyn, I still want to see everybody. I don't put myself in those positions, but if I do see everybody and do all these things,
then you know it's 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's 50-50.
That's
so if you don't put yourself in that position, it's zero.
Yeah, I agree with you, bro. It was just double because they was in other niggas' town. I don't think that would have happened. They did that so many times in Atlanta. They was in other niggas' town, though.
That's a fact.
He came to LA and did that. Oh no, that was my bad.
That's still other niggas' town.
These niggas are people that got to make decisions, regardless of how rich they are. Just like we had to make decisions, they got millions of decisions to make.
Bro, they didn't make that transition, in my opinion, because they didn't have either a girlfriend or kids, bro. Offset had a wife and kids, so he had that extra, like, all right, I gotta go home. You know, you can't, bro. You shouldn't do it, but you got that extra thing, like, all right, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not just gonna be out at 2 a.m. in Houston, Texas anymore, unless it's a bag. Like, fuck that.
Ray, that's what Ray. I'm a living testament of that. That shit changed my life once I had my kid.
Yeah, but I remember since we was younger, not feeling like you was doing anything wrong though. Like, nigga, go ahead and be with your girl and be with your family. Like, niggas, you know what I'm saying? Niggas, you was not wrong for that, my nigga.
It was worse. It was worse back then, son.
We were young.
It was worse. But
we was young. You know what I mean? Hell yeah.
We had to have our fun, bro.
Yeah, niggas was like, yo, oh, word, this nigga pussy, but oh, you a bitch. Like, we used to get on Roy heavy.
Yeah.
And then, even as a man, I'm just bringing Roy as an example because he was messing with a solid joint. But as a man growing up, nigga, you talk about you about to do your lady shit, like, wow, nigga, you bitching, nigga.
Yeah, like, niggas be on you, like, but.
Yeah, but I don't feel like that's the reason why niggas get killed. You feel me? It could boil down to that, but we talking about niggas getting killed. Like, you feel me? Like,
no, I'm just saying it's an extra layer for protection. What you said, bro, what you said, bro, is more the thing. Don't even put yourself in the predicament. But for us, is like Reg was saying, it's hard, bro. So you do need like a wifey or kids or something like that to help you with that shit sometimes.
So like if I was single, I'd probably be going out more or whatever. But yeah, like, I don't know. I can't even
look how you know how Trouble got killed?
Right.
Trouble? Who's that?
Fucking with a bitch. Nigga from Atlanta.
Rapper from Atlanta.
Nah, how you got killed?
Fucking with a hoe.
He was in the shorty crib. Mark already shaking his head.
Because you already know.
You already know.
I've already even been in that situation.
Someone came in
That's
They
crazy.
had a tussle. Gun was involved. He got shot and died, bro.
Yeah.
Shorty's like you already know some crazy shit, bro.
Man.
That shit almost happened to me. I got the message I got a text message like, yo, oh
Trying to get the
Lord.
fuck out of here. Like,
No. I left already. So,
oh.
but I had left things behind. You get what I'm saying?
Oh.
I mean, but no. Like,
leave your panties.
No. Like a bottle.
I know what you mean.
DVD.
That's what the girls leave their
panties. This DVD time.
Evidence. You left evidence.
Yeah, this
evidence.
DVD time. So I left a DVD, and then I get a long text message talking about, yeah, you know, if you was here when I got here, like it would have been a problem. And I'm like in my head, like, yo, that's crazy. Like somebody must have said something like from the one of the neighbors.
Yeah, that
like,
too.
Cause how he even know? You get what I'm saying? Like, cause he clearly rushed over there, and I got out of there. Perfect timing. Like that's God on my side. Cause you know what I mean? You never know what could have happened. He could have had a knife. Now you say you don't got a gun, but if you got a knife,
Right.
you're still in trouble. Like you feel me? Like
especially when you caught off guard. Like you caught off guard with that shit.
Yeah, so that shit, I mean, I totally understand that. And then from there, that was a learning lesson. I remember even people telling me from that, like, you never go to a girl crib. You bring them to the telly. I'm like, I had no telly money. I'm mad young though. Like,
please, though. I remember going to the projects doing dumb shit. Like, that's like young, one of the dumbest.
Do not go, bro.
Yo, that was some suicide mission shit, son.
But yo, I ain't
run back to the train.
Run back to the train.
Inside though, you was good though. Like
nah, but of course, but worrying about coming back
once
out.
you made it inside, it wasn't a lot of going to the store. Like you know how let's go to the store real quick.
Well, we had good girls. See, this happened after high school. So we with my situation. In high school,
not necessarily because we were still going places together, like gang. Like, hey, if we gotta go uptown or we gotta go to Queen, we gotta go. Fuck that.
Hey, I done been places by myself, bro.
Hey, yo, it was me, Ray, and fucking Gordon. Nigga, we go to Queens. We go to Gordon crib, nigga.
We had to go to everywhere, like.
So we go to Gordon crib. And he in the Bronx, we don't know nothing, but we got 2 bitches, so we about to get it lit. And son, he like, oh nah, we gotta run. I'm like, what? And we gotta book it.
It was all them crazy ass times, like, just to be safe, like.
And Roy, to your point though, yeah, we could get in the crib. My thing was, I went in the P's when it was empty, and then when I came out, mad niggas was outside.
Oh, facts.
Yeah, you safe for the moment, but like once you gotta leave up out of that.
You gotta still get out of there, right?
And yet, well, I was saying more to the point. At least the girls ain't have a guy coming to because sometimes.
Oh no, of course not.
Nah. Yeah, I like the good projects though, like Canarsie. I walk through that bitch. It's still crazy out there, but it's not. It's
so what was considered good projects to me? What was considered good projects to me was Taff and Jeff and all that.
They was
No, when I say good, I mean like we were good. Like
no, Starrett City is good.
But that's not good. The project. That's not the. It is the project, but it ain't the projects though. Yeah, that's not the projects. Yeah, but it's still hood and shit.
That's an example of good to me.
The same shit in Atlanta, LA, and they projects ain't nothing like ours. But same shit be going down.
Scary, bro.
Them little.
But I'm saying they not as big. Like,
crazy. Nah, they tiny, bro. They it's tiny. Like one floor.
And the same shit still be going on. Like, do not go fuck with a bitch in the projects. Like, or really, like you said, bring it to telly if you can. Or your
I used to go
to just so young, we didn't know better, bro.
We didn't know, we was young.
On 156.
But even to your point though, we ain't no bread for that shit either.
You didn't even care about taking her out like that and being her friend and all that. Like, should I even be spending time with you like that? It's like
right. And to your point, Ray, we wasn't taking nothing out either. Like, if anything, we'll get some Chinese fucking chicken wings and French fries or some shit. But like, even then, we wasn't tricking. Yeah, we wasn't tricking. We was spending real time. Like,
yeah, that's a fact.
It was college. Yeah, it was college when you transition. Like,
yeah,
I gotta go to
Applebee's. You gotta go to Applebee's.
Take her out and spend time with her and spend some bread and. I like this joint. I don't even care now.
I caught it mad.
Talking through it now makes me reflect though. But life was so simple when it was just the high school on down. Like you didn't have to spend no guap. It was really like person to person. Like, that was kind of the best times.
I mean, that depends on how you was raised, who your parents were.
Nah, and that's a fact, and it depends on your freedom, bro. Because some kids had it bad in their crib, bro.
Oh, like, no, they had it. They had to be home, nigga.
But it was
you ain't home by 4.
It was always the super bad shorties, especially in BK, like with their nails, and you want to, get them the bangs and the door knockers and all that shit, the Lil Kims and shit. But they wouldn't ask for bread like they ask now, like pay my whole fucking rent and shit like that. Like, come on, man. Like, shorties were still trying to get their bread.
Yo, back then, if it was a bitch like that, you just know you gotta be fly to match her shit. It was like you said, there's no buying nothing. Like,
you gotta just match her shit.
That's a fact. Yeah,
I feel like
she had the Vincent. Right, she had the Vincent. You know, like you gotta have you gotta there. Like you can't.
Nah, yo, no lie though. Those girls still fell for Brooklyn dudes, no matter what.
Cause we was real niggas, like
we'll beat the nigga up with the Vincent and take that shit.
Yo, I mean, shit. Look how you think I felt going through the fucking projects. Like I stand out like a fucking light bulb.
I used to walk through Marcy.
They just respected it. They respected that we came from Brooklyn up to the school.
Bronzeville project.
It was only a few of us, man.